Welcome back everyone to more career mode gameplay of NASCAR Heat 5. And in today's video, things get real simple. Everything is on the line for us at Martinsville. We've got 65 laps to get it done. Now normally, we would be saying everything is on the line for a championship race, where it is championship or bust. But today, if we don't do amazingly well, we're not getting to the championship. So this is where everything is really on the line for us. So if we hop over to the season standings, we are in 7th position. Problem is only 4 drivers are going to head to Phoenix with a chance at the championship. The top 2, Denny Hamlin and Brad Keselowski, they're already in, so they're perfectly fine. Martinsville means nothing to them. Kyle Busch is at plus 26, so essentially it means nothing to him either. He just needs to have a very quiet, normal day, anywhere inside the top 10, and he is perfectly fine. Actually, you could probably say about the top 15, and he should have no issues at all. But then Kurt Busch is really the only one that I feel is in play, other than, of course, a victory. So with Kurt Busch, we are, now it says 17 points, but that is not how far we are behind. That is actually how far we are behind Martin Truex, who is in the 5th position. So 5th position doesn't do us any good. So really, we're about 23 points out of 4th position. So in my mind, I'm going into this race with victory. That's all that really matters to me. Now, there are certainly some ways that we could point our way in, but they require a lot of help from Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Joey Logano, who are above us in the point standings. And what I mean by that is, sure, we could either win or finish, say, top 3 in each of the first 2 stages, and then get maybe a top 5 finish in the race, and we might be able to gain enough points that way if these other guys have some tough luck. But I'm going into this race thinking that we need to win, and then we'll see where the chips fall. But this is an extremely exciting race, and don't forget, we've got an important decision to make after stage 2. Do we pit or do we not? Because if we do pit, we're going to be stuck in the very back at Martinsville with very few laps to make up that distance. And that could prove to be a lot of fun. All right, folks, it is race time here at Martinsville. And we already know 3 drivers are the ones we care about with regards to points. Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Joey Logano. And if you'll take a look in the bottom right-hand corner, Martin Truex Jr. is on the pole. So it's going to be hard to make up any points on him today unless he has some sort of issues that take him not only out of the lead, but out of, say, the top 5 to top 10 in order to gain any spots on him. So once again, this is just confirming we need to get up front, we need to stay up front, and we need to plan on having to win this race. So we're starting on the outside lane in 8th position, so not exactly where we would prefer to be, but we got to get to the bottom.
Inside.
Trying to give these guys room. These starts are extremely crazy.
Careful, still there. Inside.
All right, I really want to get to the bottom.
Careful, still there. Car there
Right,
on
I
the
see
inside.
the 24 back there. He's on our inside now. If we can beat him off the corner.
All right, you're clear.
Yeah, there we go.
Outside.
He cut us a break there, no doubt about it.
You got room. You're clear.
All right, so good. So we're getting in line now. Everybody's starting to get single file. You're going to see me hit this curb quite a bit. Maybe not that much, but you're going to see me hit that curb a lot. The good news is, and the reason I hit it so much is because sometimes I'm really trying to get it down to that very bottom, and hitting the curb really isn't a penalty. It doesn't really upset the car. So sometimes it's something I almost just aim for a little bit. If I can clip that with the left front, then I know I've done exactly what I was trying to do with the car. But right now, sitting in 9th position, not bad.
You'll keep getting better.
Oh, great run off the corner there. If we can do that, we'll be in pretty good shape. Now, 16 laps here in stage number 1, so we don't have very long at all. All right, these guys in front of us are fighting pretty hard. I would love it if we could take advantage of that somehow. All right, nice run here. We're going to pack it down in there.
Careful, still there.
And there we go.
Outside. Clear high, clear high. You got room.
That's when you can get an opportunity for a 2-for-1.
Concentrate.
Those guys were side by side, and by taking it 3 wide on the inside, we could actually make up 2 spots at once. Now we're into 7th.
Looking inside now. All right, you're clear.
Oh yeah, great run off the corner there. That's really what it's about. It's about a drag race. If you get off the corner and get alongside a guy,
clear all around there,
then that is the key to making passes. So focus on the center of the corner and the exit of the corner, and you can do a lot of good things here.
That was a better lap.
All right, I am not paying any attention whatsoever to lap times. This is all about just trying to get a feel for the car, particularly the braking. I'm not a fan of the braking in this game and the behavior of the brakes. So that's one of the things I find myself struggling with, and it's one of the reasons why I really don't like the road courses. One of the reasons, certainly not the only reason. So I find myself having a real hard time getting a grip on how hard I can brake, because right now I'm using very little brake.
Careful, still there. All right,
It would be one thing if I was using 100% brake and locking up the tires, but I'm using like 20% brake and the car is getting a little squirrely, so that takes some adjustment.
5 laps to go.
All right, 5 laps to go. We're sitting here in 5th position, and we already know that's not going to do us any favors with regards to Truex in the point. But nonetheless, we need every point we can get, because you never know what's going to happen.
That was a great lap.
All right, and I did glance over when he said that was a great lap, and it was not a great lap. The laps I'm turning right now are certainly not great. All right, what do we got? 3 laps to go. Okay, that's not too bad. All right, we're getting into traffic, which is going to be a huge issue. Let's see, can we make this happen? Gonna try to get down to the inside.
There we go, driver. Hold your line, got 1 inside.
All right, I had to, oh, the 62 is trying to run me out of the way, which is a very interesting tactic on his part, since he is the lap car that we're trying to get past. That is certainly not what you would expect.
Last lap, hit your mark.
But that was some serious aggression from the 62 car. He just did not want anything to do with me. So we're in 4th position, final lap.
Stay low. Clear all around.
All right, not too bad. 4th position from 8th starting position. Again, it's not where we need to be overall, but if you look in front of us, Martin Truex and Kurt Busch. So we lost points right there in that first stage. Now, no reason to pit here. We got tons and tons of fuel, so that certainly isn't going to be an issue. So we'll go ahead and skip the pits. And we are in 4th position, which unfortunately is going to put us back on the outside, but
to the green. Be ready here.
we're going to do our best to get down as quickly as possible.
Hold your line, got 1 inside. Got a car low now.
Again, I'm trying to give these guys a little bit of room as much as I can.
Inside. Inside. Still there.
For a brief moment, I thought I was going to be able to get down in front of the 2. And right now, I'm kind of trying to force my way in. And, okay, yeah, he gave it to us. As I say a lot on here, there are moves that I will make against the AI that I will not make when it's, you know, human driver to human driver. And that's one of them. I'm just not going to do that. But with the AI, I know there are some things based on their behavior that you can get by with that, again, against a human, not so much.
Concentrate for me.
Alright, so again, 4th position. Took a few laps at the very beginning. Oh, hello. That was a bit too much curb. Took a few laps there at the very beginning after the restart, but we got there. Still struggling with the braking. All right, so right now the next question becomes, when do we get into traffic, and how quickly do we get there, and what can we do about it? Because if we can do well in the traffic, that's how we can get to the lead, even if you don't quite have the pace overall to be in the lead. You may not actually be the fastest car. It's all about working that traffic. And we have seen times where the traffic worked to our advantage, and we've seen times where it definitely did not. Again, just trying to be smooth. We're catching these guys in front of us. A little tight on the corner exit, and that's mostly due to me and my driving right now. Start diamonding the corner a little bit since we don't have anybody behind us.
5 to go, 5 to go.
So we can take it easy a little bit by doing that. Alright, 5 more laps. And of course we see the guy we need to see right in front of us there in that one car. Alright, so at this point we've basically caught them. The question is, what can we do? Oh, that was just way too tight on corner exit. Alright, there's the traffic. So it takes, for us anyway, the leader gets to them in probably around 9 or 10 laps. But for us, it takes 11 or 12 laps to really get into the traffic.
Stay out the bottom.
All right, I'm trying to find a spot where I can get by these guys through this traffic, and I may have just figured it out.
White flag, dig, driver.
Oh, there you go. Drive it down in there. That was way deeper than I intended.
All right, clear low.
Yeah, that certainly did not turn out
Clear high, bud.
the way I wanted to. But it got us what we needed. It got us up to second. And of course, we couldn't see the leader. Truex was out there somewhere. All right, so second position. I don't see any reason to pit. And at this point, 33 laps remaining. Oh, yeah, this is going to get fun. But again, I mean, the tires basically haven't worn very much at all. We're in great shape. So let's just not pit this time. Because we weren't losing any speed to the leaders. We were actually catching them, or at least second position anyway.
Be ready here.
We'll see what we've got for Truex.
Got one peeking inside.
And of course, with as many laps as we've got remaining, it's going to be about what can we do in traffic.
Got a car
All
coming
right, that was a
inside
terrible
now.
turns 1 and
All
2.
right, you're clear. All clear.
Might have actually worked to my favor, though,
Got a car low now. All right, you're
because it
clear.
allowed us to get in line. All right, so let's just try to find a rhythm again. Because I tell you, right now, I am cursing the entire existence of these brakes. I'm hating everything about it. So let's see if we can hang in there with these guys. And see how we are on speed. I can tell you one thing, I'm letting off the gas too quick. That much I can tell you for sure. The engine braking in these cars is very real. Yeah, just too tight there on the exit based on how I'm driving it. So I'm going to have to change the way I'm driving the car. So, time to change some things around,
Looking inside now.
test some things out before we get into traffic, which we know is going to come at about 10 to 12 laps. Alright, so what I'm trying right now, you can clearly see isn't working. The car's just a little too tight on exit. I'm having to wait too long to get back to the throttle. So Truex is scooting away right now. So he is definitely making it happen. You can hear me having to hesitate on the throttle, because I initially get back to the throttle when I want to get back to it, only to figure out very quickly that I can't stay in it. That is not good for your right front tire, by the way. So that is not a recommended strategy for driving the car. Alright, I see the traffic right ahead. So it's our job to take best advantage of that traffic. Oh, that was terrible. Terrible, terrible. Alright, so the things on the setup that I was playing around with and testing for this race have not quite worked out the way I wanted, as far as giving me the feel that I'm looking for. So now it's just a process of trying to adjust to that. I mean, this is a very short race. We're only talking, less than 50 laps, which at Martinsville is nothing. Alright, here we go. Let's see if I can pin.
Still there?
Alright, here we go. Here's our chance. You can see Truex there on the outside. We got him pinned right now against the lap car.
Still there? Got a car high now.
Yeah, lap traffic is just everywhere.
Alright, you're clear there.
And right now, I'm just hoping that these guys will give me some sort of room.
All right, clear outside.
And of course, Truex, who's right behind me, is hoping that they don't. Oh, did you see that? 32 car looking like he was trying to ease over in front of me there in the braking zone.
All right, you're clear there.
All right, Timmy Hill gives us some room coming off.
All clear.
All right, and now we're going to have our first opportunity in a few laps to actually get some clean track. So let's see, Truex is immediately behind us. So let's see how quickly he runs us down now. My guess is that it won't take very long at all. And sure enough, it hasn't. He's right back to our door. But we're about ready for some more traffic. Looks like it's pretty orderly for the most part in front of us, meaning that we're going to catch one car at a time.
Car high, careful. All right, you're clear there.
All right, so a little patience and the car handles quite a bit better on the corner exit. Imagine that.
Careful, still there.
Sometimes you just go into the corner and you're hoping
Clear high, bud.
that the lap traffic will give you room. And that's kind of where I am sometimes with these guys. I'm not quite there on their inside, but I'm hoping that they'll realize that they're a lap car and they really don't have a whole lot to gain at this point in the race by trying to race me extremely difficult.
All right, you're clear.
Now, sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't.
All right, you're clear.
But Truex is still right there with me. So every once in a while, whenever I get an opportunity, I really try to arc the car into the corner.
Down low now. Clear all around.
The problem is I can't quite seem to sync up my braking with that, and I'm getting a little bit too loose and having to apply more brake than I would prefer. So it's actually slowing me down, but I would prefer to do it that way. All right, that corner entry definitely did not work out the way I wanted it.
Still there.
Nothing the 13 did wrong.
Clear low.
I mean, like I said, he was
All
clear.
right, you're clear there.
He was under no obligation to give me room.
Careful, still there. You got room, you're clear there.
All right, see what the zero is going to do. Oh, that's a little bit more curve than I intended to get right there.
You got room, you're clear there.
All right, so as I look ahead, in front of the 3, we got a little bit more distance. Then we got some more lap traffic. That's how I need to get through the corner, right there. All right, there we go. Very nice run on the 3 car. He gives us some
5 to
room.
go, driver. Stay on the bottom here. Clear all around there.
All right, where are we on laps? I haven't even been paying attention. I need to catch a glimpse whenever I can. Oh, there's our teammate, the 24. Now, he started in the top 10, I believe. Ooh, 4 laps remaining. Okay, I did not realize we were that far along. Again, this is an extremely short race at a place like Martinsville. Because 50 laps, and of course we're not even running 50 laps, but 50 laps at a place like Martinsville goes by in a heartbeat.
Still there. Stay on the bottom. You got room. You're clear. Car outside.
All right, I stuck down to the
You're all
bottom,
clear up
even
out
though we
there.
might could have gone somewhere by getting to the
Clear
outside
to
there.
go, driver.
All right, 2 more laps. Yikes.
Hold your line. Got 1 inside. Clear low.
All right, here we go. Maybe I can get 47 to give me a little room. Or maybe not. All right, so the 1 car is right there with me. So basically, it's between the 2 of us
White flag,
as to
bring it
who's
home.
going to Phoenix right now.
Car on the outside now.
And there he comes on the outside,
got
which is
room.
an
You're
excellent
clear there.
move for him.
Car high. Careful there.
All right, you could see me get really
Car
out of the
there on the
gas and on the
outside.
brake early there. I wasn't sure what the 47 was going to do. I felt like he was going to give me some
earned
room,
that checker.
but I wasn't sure. Woo! That came down to the wire. The 1 car as well as the 19 were right there with me. We will not be doing any burnouts. I'm not really a burnout guy, mostly because in my head, all I can think of is the amount of money that's going up in smoke. Not just the tires, but the fact that you're essentially destroying that engine. That's just more than my heart can take. But I assume, you know, if you're not really having to pay for it, or if this was an engine that was never going to be used again, then maybe it's not terrible. You can see just in these replays, these quick replays, just how close the racing gets. And it's not something I ever have any idea about, particularly behind me. That's the benefits of using the in-car camera, is you get to focus. All right, so let's continue on. Now, because we won, well, we know what happens next. We get to move on to Phoenix with a chance at the championship. Very nice. Also, a very nice payout, $480,000. Every dollar we make now is just going to be used to start our own team next year. So, yeah, we'll take every dollar we can get. And I'm really looking forward to next season getting the full amount of the driver's cut instead of just the 50% we're getting right now. So there you see it. We will advance as the number 3 slot. So Kyle Busch ended up getting in. Of course, he still had 10 points to spare. Poor Kurt Busch was right there. I mean, I believe he came in second position, but he was right there on me. And in fact, there with about a lap to go, I thought he was going to get us by taking to the outside. But it did not happen, so we get to end the video in the best way possible. And that is in Victory Lane. So that's going to do it for today. Enjoy Victory Lane, folks, and we'll be back next time with more NASCAR Heat 5.